guys, hi. Once again, welcome back to the session. This is your master teacher Harsh Priyam and I am in front of all of you with an absolutely new topic and a very interesting one indeed. And I can bet on this. Really, it's an awesome technique. So today we are going to talk about the Feynman technique. Now, what is this technique? The name is itself so different, and then this Feynman technique, what it really means and how does it correlate to you guys, I'm really going to tell you, and it's simply very interesting. So please do not miss this, and please do not skip even a single part of this video, because this is going to be super duper helpful. Okay, so chalo, let's start. Now this Feynman technique is actually a technique with which you can study with 100% dedication. You can do anything with an absolute perfection. So I will tell you this Feynman technique, what it is actually. But before that, I would like to, so in fact, this Feynman technique has come up with a very beautiful activity, very beautiful story. Okay. So this story starts with that actually Max Planck, I guess you might all might be knowing who is Max Planck. So Max Planck is a very famous scientist, was a very famous scientist, and he developed so many things. So once he developed and he got Nobel Prize in physics, so after that people started calling him that, okay, sir, please come here for a lecture, so please come here for a lecture. And since he had got a Nobel Prize, so in Nobel Prize, whatever he had done, he had that same thing to say to everyone. So whenever he used to visit any country or any place or any college, he used to deliver the same lecture, cut, copy, paste everywhere on that same quantum physics, like the new quantum physics which he had discovered, or which he had like found, and he had done some lot of research. So every time he used to deliver the same thing. So one fine day, his chauffeur said that, sir, you deliver the same speech every time. So don't you think it's very boring? So what if we swap this, like for one day I take your position and I go to the next place. So the next place he was about to visit was Munich in Germany. So in Germany he said that I would be as Max Planck and you become my chauffeur, isn't it? So you become my chauffeur and you just sit in the front row with a cap on your head, so that you should look like a driver, and who knows that who is Max Planck, because in those days that this print media and this photograph, these all things were not so common. So Max Planck said, okay, looks fine, I don't see any problem. Even means he was also bored, because he has to deliver the same lecture every time, so hundreds of times he would have delivered this thing, and the chauffeur has listened to it so many times, so now he had remembered it. So he went to that Munich conference and he started delivering the lecture like flawlessly and like with a full water-like flow. Then once that entire speech he gave, so after that, one fine gentleman, he was a scientist, he stood up and he asked a question. So it's like oh my god, now he has got a question. So how this chauffeur is going to take it, because obviously he is a chauffeur. So he said, oh, such a silly question. I really did not expect that a place like Munich, who has so beautiful minds, I would get such a simple question from Munich. So this is so simple that my chauffeur sitting in the first row, he will answer it. And the moment he said that, so obviously that chauffeur answered it because he was himself Max Planck, but people understood the difference. And you know what? This story is regularly being told orated by Charlie Munger. So Charlie Munger is a billionaire business partner of Warren Buffett. I guess you all might be knowing about Warren Buffett. Those who don't know, let me tell you, Warren Buffett is a very big personality. He's a billionaire of the world, and he is very famous in the entire world. He has earned a hell lot of money out of stock market. So he is the friend of Charlie Munger. Charlie Munger is a friend of him, and Charlie Munger used to tell this story most of the time in his speeches. So Charlie Munger says that this is the difference between an original knowledge and a chauffeur knowledge. Because original knowledge, if he would have been originally Max Planck, he would have answered that question like this. Or probably even if he would not have answered like that, he would have given a thought. He would have answered that people would have understood that, oh yeah, really, he is Max Planck. But the way he answered, people understood that, no, he is not Max Planck. And that is the reality. There is one knowledge which is real knowledge, deep knowledge, which can handle different situations, atrocities. But there is a knowledge which is called as this chauffeur knowledge. And this chauffeur knowledge is just a show off. It's just something which you can say that you can stand, you can speak, you can show, you can let the people feel, but in the end, in the reality, it's not real. It's not at all real. So ladies and gentlemen, with this beautiful story, I wanted to tell you that we all should always try to have a real knowledge. We should never try to have a show off knowledge, because it's not going to last till long. It's not going to last till the end. Okay, fine. So this is what is called as Feynman technique. Now in this Feynman technique, so if you have to also develop the same type of real knowledge in your own life, what you can do. So in your real life, your study methodologies, how it should be planned. So the first important method, that first figure out that which topic you have to understand. Choose that topic. And then once, see, because choosing that topic is why important, because you will be knowing that this is my target. I have to hit here. Otherwise, you will be studying everything. And again, that knowledge will be like chauffeur knowledge. So first choose a topic. Now, once you choose the topic, now start imagining that you are going to teach that topic to a 6th grader student. So you might be a 9th grader or a 10th grader, but imagine that you are going to teach this topic to a 6th grader. So once you imagine that, why am I saying that you have to imagine that? Because once you imagine that and once you start teaching that topic to that 6th grader, all the questions which that 6th grader might ask will come up in your brain. I'm damn sure. And in fact, some extra questions will also come which you had somewhere in your mind, but you had just not given attention to that. So all such questions will come, because now you have put yourself in the shoes of a teacher. Teacher faces every type of question. Student asks them every type of question. So your mind will now become a child, and he will start questioning you. That okay, if you have studied this, if you have studied that quadratic equation is a equation where you have 2 zeros, tell me why it has only 2 zeros. Okay, if you have studied that in a quadratic equation, there are 2 zeros, alpha and beta, and their sum is minus b by a. Can you prove it? How is it minus b by a? Why are you saying this? Is there any proof for this? So your mind will become a child and it will start asking you every question. And once you start questioning your own self, you will start finding answers for them. And for finding those answers, you will require to study a lot. You would require to study deeper. And once you start studying deeper, goal is accomplished. That is the aim, isn't it? To study deeper, to study for a real knowledge and not just for a show off. Not just that I know alpha plus beta is equals to minus b by a. But how did it come? No, I don't know that. So that's a chauffeur knowledge. But yes sir, I know if alpha and beta, if you have to prove it, why don't you take the value of alpha as minus b plus root d upon 2a and my value of beta as minus b minus root d upon 2a. Just add them, sir, you will get minus b by a. That's the real knowledge. Okay, so you have to understand that. So teaching is the best method. Teaching is the best method. Now once you have done that, now start again teaching the same kid in your brain, and now try to simplify the knowledge which you are trying to deliver to that student. Because as much as you simplify that much you have gone deeper into that topic. I can also make you understand about quadratic equation in a very tough manner. But if I am making you, if I am making you understand that quadratic equation in a tough manner, this means that I am a very novice at that field. It simply means that I have not given ample of time to that topic. And that's why I am a novice, and that's why I am not able to make you understand in an easier manner, easier fashion. So people, ladies and gentlemen, you have to understand that if you have to get a very good and a strong knowledge, you have to study deeper. Okay, and teaching someone is the best method. Fine. So this is what is called as Feynman technique. This is what is called as Feynman technique of study, and it is very, very effective. Believe me, it's very damn effective. Okay, so I hope you all understood, and now it's a time for all of you to for me to actually wish you happy Lori, happy Makar Sankranti, happy Pongal to all of you guys. And Vedantu is also saying you happy festival with a flat 50% discount. So this discount is going to be there only for few days, like 14th to 17th. In this few days, you can get all the courses at Vedantu Pro subscription in just flat 50% discount. Means 50% discount. Now, for that, the link is given in the description box. You can check on that. Price, which is going to be 50%, is this. 2700 rupees was the earlier price. So now, earlier, using this code HPE Pro, you used to get 20% discount. But now, if you use this coupon code HPE Pro, you will get a 50% discount. 2700 will reduce to 1349. Isn't that great? And in this 1349, you will get maths, physics, chemistry, biology, social science, English, all 6 subjects. So a complete package. Just imagine 1349 divided by 6, isn't it? So if it is divided by 6, if I'm not wrong, let's take it 1500 here. Why to hustle so much? So if you divide it by 1500 and divided by 6, so that is close to 250 rupees. 250 rupees per month for one subject. Like, isn't that super cheap, ultra cheap? So like, yeah, it is very cheap, damn cheap. So in that much price, you are getting the all subjects, like 250 rupees per subject per month. That's the best thing, best deal. So what you have to do, you have to remember this coupon code HPE Pro, and you have to go to a link vdnt.in/ytpro. That link is given in the description box, vdnt.in/ytpro. Go to that link, apply the coupon code HPE Pro and get the course in a very low price. Fine. So that was all, folks. See you all in the next session, guys. I hope you liked and enjoyed the video. So just hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Bye bye.